Welcome back, everybody. So today, leftovers. What do you do with your leftovers? Especially when you take like a big piece like a brisket, you have all this meat left over, and what are you going to do with it? So I've come up with some recipes on my own, what you can do with this. And just to show you that, don't be afraid to actually make something big, have your party, whatever, and have leftovers and not know what to do with it. So today we're making tacos. I thought I'd start off nice and simple and show you how quick and easy it is. Let's dive into it. So I got some simple ingredients here. I've got the brisket, of course, just some tomatoes, onions, cilantro, taco shells, some just iceberg lettuce. I've got some store-bought salsa. I didn't have time to actually make it myself. Some salt, some extra spices. So yeah, I'm gonna chop everything up. All we're gonna do is fry up the brisket. I'm gonna just dice it up nice and small, and we're gonna assemble them. So let's get to it. These are things I like to put on my tacos, so if you don't like one of these ingredients, you can always change it out for something else, add it, substitute it. This is just something I do, nice and quick and easy. So, dice up some tomatoes, but I'm going to do something a little different with the tomatoes, and I will show you what we're going to do. Now, all I had was some store-bought cheese, sliced, so I'm not going to shred it because you can't. So I'm just going to cut it into thin strips. And since this is all about leftovers, I've had this in my fridge. I didn't want to waste it, so I'm gonna use it up. Now we're coming to the bad boy here. I'm just gonna take that's your brisket. I'm just gonna cut it up, take out that extra fat, which we don't really need. Now the nice thing is, if you don't have one, buy yourself a small vacuum packaging machine. That's what I'm going to do with this. Vacuum this, throw it in the freezer, and then I can pull it out anytime I want. And it's not going to get freezer burn and all that funky stuff that can happen. So I'll just take the fat off. We don't want that. Just nice small dice. We are going to be throwing this in the frying pan just to heat it up. And the last thing I'm going to cut up, I think, yep, is the cilantro. I wanted to do that last because it is very strong and it would just flavor everything. We just want to use it as a garnish at the end. Just get it all nice and tight together as you can. It's a little tricky. We got everything prepped, and now we're gonna just get the brisket in the frying pan, heat it up with some spices, and then we're gonna get to assembly. seasoned and nicely fried up. It did fall apart quite a bit. I'm okay with that. You still got some nice chunks in there, but it's so tender, it's going to do that, so don't worry about that. And remember, you're just heating it through. So let's get assembling. You know what? I kind of like these stand-up tacos. They make this part of the job so easy. Different, I know, but throw some on. Oop. There you go. Now time to dive in. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. The cilantro, one of my favorite parts. Don't need a lot, but just a little bit. Now we're done. So there we go, finished product. Now I'm going to dive in. A little messy, but that's so good. I think I've just ruined tacos for myself. All those flavors coming through. That brisket, that smokiness, wow. I'm going to make sure I always have some brisket in my freezer so I can do this. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. And so I got more of these ideas in the works. So keep looking out for these leftover videos. And again, thanks for watching and happy eating, everybody.